Rise at this time for the invocation to be led by Brentwood Academy faculty member and coach, Coach Matt Galliner. Ladies and gentlemen, our invocation, Coach Matt Galliner.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for bringing this great community together here tonight safely and soundly. We are so grateful that you are our provider. You give us everything that we need. Maybe not everything we ask for, but all that we need and more. Please bless this night. Bless the players, the coaches, the officials, and especially every soul in the stands to perform at their very, very best in a way that serves and pleases you. We ask this in your name, Christ Jesus. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing at this time for the national anthem. Tonight's anthem soloist is Brentwood Academy freshman McKenna Watkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor the United States of America, please face the flag in the north end of the gym as McKenna sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Brentwood Academy freshman McKenna Watkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Tigers of Ensworth, they're coached by head coach Bradley Pearson. Starting at post, the sophomore, number 34, Ethan Utley. Starting at guard, a senior, number 22, Cam Gordon. Starting at guard, a junior, number 11, Nick Heitch. Starting at guard, a senior, number 3, DeJuan Sharp. And starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Devaki Gar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for your Brentwood Academy Eagles, coached by head coach Amy Blackston. Starting at center, a senior, number 20, Lincoln Ahold. Starting at guard, a senior, number 11, Ethan Pullman. Starting at guard, a junior, number 5, Tyler Tanner. Starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Jason Nixon. And starting at guard, a senior, number 1, Dre Moss. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for tonight's game are referee Rico Beasley and umpires Larry Harold and Kevin Stanford.
The Eagle Sports Broadcasting Network in its 26th year is proud to bring you Brentwood Academy Athletics tonight. The Tigers from Ensworth travel over to take on the Brentwood Academy Eagles in a boys contest tonight. That should be a thriller, a region game. This is Chris Woodley along with longtime partner Scott Holmes, Turbo Sports, and Jeff Wilson, of course, to keep you updated on this game with the undefeated Eagles. Scott, what's something to look for early here?
Well, Brentwood Academy, obviously a pretty senior-laden team. As Ty Tanner's a junior, the rest of them are seniors. Lincoln Aholt, who's got the ball immediately, they're going to call double dribble. Got a starting role a couple games ago when Alec Rasmussen got injured. Aholt proceeded to have 17 and 19 points in the next 2 games. Look for Brentwood Academy, put a little pressure on Ensworth. They know they've got a couple of knockdown shooters in Gar and Nick Heisch, and they're going to try to pressure them and get out as much as they can and run that. I mean, Jason Nixon, number 2 right there for Brentwood Academy, almost shooting 50% from 3. And Ty Tanner's averaging about 20 a game. But Ensworth's going to try to milk the clock as much as they can. They know what they're up against.
Well, a high bar for the new coach, for Brentwood Academy coach Blackston. He's used to that. But Brentwood Academy with a lot of state championships coming in as Ensworth takes the early lead. But Coach Blackston seemed very comfortable when we talked to him before the game about expectations and his program as they're sitting undefeated. What a pass by Aholt. No look. Give it to him.
Basket, Trey Moss.
So
Moss back cuts, gets the great pass, no look from Aholt. Scott, can you find me a seat?
There is no seat. I mean, it is packed. All 6 rows on both sides.
I was going to say, this huge gymnasium is full.
Students showed up both ways, Ensworth and Brentwood Academy.
Absolutely. Great atmosphere for high school basketball on this January night. 2 region rivals. They'll meet again over in Bellevue in the coming weeks.
Say that about the students. I've never seen this. Ensworth students are only about 5 rows deep. The Brentwood Academy students have filled in behind there. Yeah.
Shots up, no good. Moss with a rebound. And BA likes to run, Scott. They like to push tempo. What a shot. Miss, no good. Layup, no good. And an opportunity missed there. Boy, quickly the other way. What a shot. Heisch, the junior for the Tigers, lays it in.
Nick Heisch is a really good basketball player. So a lot of people know him. He played around town, and he is a heck of a basketball player for them.
A lot of familiar names back for Brentwood Academy. Ty Tanner's one of them. He misses that one. Dre Moss played a lot last year, started most of the time. Of course, Nixon back as well. That always helps the announcers when players return because we know who they are. But Aholt, a great addition, and also help me out here. Pullman has returned back, and he's a great addition as well.
See the starting lineup for Ensworth. Former Ensworth coach, also head coach at Brentwood Academy and NBA grad Ricky Bowers right under the goal. Right there, you can see him in the background. Here to watch the game. I think he likes it a lot better where he's not having to whistle and get everybody in a stance.
He doesn't look like he's under any pressure tonight.
No, 0 pressure.
Heisch has 4 for the Tigers, and they lead 6-2 here early. Pullman gets it inside. Inside out, Nixon misses. BA a little off the mark. Moss with a steal. 15-footer. In, out, no good. Ty Tanner back in, layup, no good. Brentwood just a little off, Scott.
Well, they are missing some easy layups.
No home bounces so far.
See the Eagles starting lineup. We talked about it earlier. Ty Tanner, number 5, the only junior. The rest of those guys, Moss, Nixon, Pullman, Aholt, all seniors. The Eagles have 9 seniors on this team.
One thing about a rivalry game, Scott, is forget the records, and both teams are going to come out intense. And if you leave your intensity in the locker room, you're going to be in trouble. Shot no good. Aholt with a rebound. Tanner pushes. Pullman, known for his outside shot, misses that one. And BA's ice cold, Scott.
I think both are. I mean, Devaki Gard's been playing since 8th grade. He's got the green light once he crosses half court for Ensworth. He's got it right there. He'll shoot
I think I've watched him since
10 threes a game. So you can tell a few jitters. Everybody playing a little tight right now.
Ensworth handling a little better so far. We've got an illegal pick there on the Tigers and a lot of substitutions coming in. You know, Scott, you got football coaches in here to watch. McIntyre, who's checked in the game, by the way, number 4. But, you know, if you're Ty Tanner or Nixon or whoever, like some other player, does it have any impact on you at all?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think, you know, in the end, once the game starts, 30 seconds into it, nobody, you know, you're out in warm-ups, you might be looking around a little bit. But once you start playing, I mean, you know, when guys are playing, you kind of get in that zone where you don't really hear anything. Ty Tanner, obviously, he's got a lot of offers, some from Ole Miss, Vanderbilt. Jason Nixon definitely has the potential to play at the next level. So I think once you start playing from here, you're just playing now.
I'll tell you what, Scott, McIntyre misses down low, but he and A-Holt doing a little high-low.
Yeah.
That action could prove profitable later in the game and later in the season. 2 big, tall, young men in the post for the Eagles.
Totally different style than Ensworth has played in the last forever since we watched him. Just kind of moving around, looking for an opportunity. They're in no hurry. They love this pace of play right here, 6-2.
Eagles at 2 points with 2:40 left, not because they haven't shot the basketball. They hadn't made any shots.
Yeah.
Turnover Tigers.
Those will start falling. I mean, you know, both ways. So they'll start falling. As you see Nick Heisch right there on the replay for Ensworth. He's knocked down a couple, but other than that.
Tanner all the way to the rack, and he misses. Man, he's uber talented. He's missed a couple right at the rim.
How many shots have the Eagles missed? I mean, at the rim.
6-2 as we approach the 2-minute mark. I think things will pick up as we get past this first quarter. Heisch with the basketball. He's got 4 of the 6 for the Tigers. He's going to launch a 3, and he misses. Big McIntyre there for the rebound. Tanner trying to get BA into a set here. But they've had some good shots, Scott. It's not like they've just launched some irresponsible shots. McIntyre misses an open 3, which she can make. Yeah, those statistics aren't going to look too great.
No.
Ensworth happy to milk this 4-point lead as we hit the 1.5-minute mark in the first quarter. It's a travel. Tigers turn it over again. Pullman set to check back in for the Eagles. He's going to get A-Holt, so BA going a little bit smaller here.
All right, if I had told you with 126 the score would be 6-2 Ensworth, or the score would be 18-14 Ensworth, which was the girls' score at the end of the first quarter, I think you would have maybe swapped both games.
Most likely.
This is definitely not an art show. It's a bad math contest right now.
Contest, an easy math contest,
Yeah.
one that I could pass. So McIntyre stays in, A-Holt goes out, which makes the Eagles smaller. Moss with a drive to the basket. Back to Pullman, jumper, no good. And I think again McIntyre on a push, possibly. Let's see what we got here. So push by McIntyre underneath gives Ensworth the basket under the Brentwood Academy goal.
That's his first, the team's first.
1:07 left, first quarter. Stay with us. It'll get better.
It has to.
Gar loses it. Thought it might have been off his knee, but the official says off Brentwood Academy.
This might be the score of Ensworth BA in a football game
I mean,
at the end of the first quarter.
Can it get any more quiet with this many people?
No.
I mean, even if you were having a speech or something, it'd be louder than this. Under a minute. Ensworth dictating play a little bit. Of course, the Brentwood Academy not able to score. It's kind of easy to dictate play. Nearly a travel. And Nixon loses it out of bounds, almost a steal and almost another turnover by the Tigers. Ice checks back in for Ensworth. Ensworth with the ball, side front court. Half a minute to go here in the first quarter. Crowd ready to erupt if they get half a chance. McIntyre gets the rebound and picks up the foul on the Tigers.
Fouls on number 34, Ethan Utley.
So Utley gets his second foul here in the first quarter. One of the most noteworthy things, I guess, in the first quarter. I don't know. Cold shooting by both teams, especially the Eagles.
Let's get this quarter over with.
So Tanner controlling things. He's going to drive in, look for help. McIntyre loses it. Tanner to A-hole, layup, no good. And that pretty much summarizes the first quarter. At the end of one, 6-2 Tigers.
Back to start the second quarter. Don't change the dial. It is 6-2 Ensworth. Jeff Wilson, our sideline reporter, had a chance to sneak into the Brentwood Academy huddle right there. Jeff, what did you hear Coach Blackson telling the team?
Main thing with that one, Scott, was obviously keep shooting the ball. It's going to fall. We are sorry, I was watching some of the play down low there, Scott, but just like that. Just continue to shoot the ball. Shots are going to fall. Keep the defensive intensity up. They're wanting to slow the pace down. Ensworth's wanting to slow the pace down on them. So just defensively, keep the pressure on and keep shooting the ball.
So the lead cut to 2, 6-4. Eagles being aggressive, and we got to travel in. Tigers, I think the thing for them, Scott, is they really are. The Tigers are turning the ball over here. Brentwood Academy not able to make field goals. Tigers having a turnover problem, mainly because of the Brentwood Academy defense. So let's see if Brentwood Academy's turned the corner here. Tanner's going to take it deep, get it back out. BA back into that big lineup again with both McIntyre and A-Holt. Scott, the Tigers having trouble taking care of the basketball. That's been their Achilles heel this first quarter. Nixon all the way in, left-handed. Give it to him. Nixon. We're tied at 6. Brentwood Academy's defense has been outstanding. Offense lacking. Gar all the way in. We've got a block on A-Holt in the lane. 2 shots coming for Gar. Who I think I played high school basketball against, but I'm not positive.
That's his first.
He's been around a long time, Scott. You're laughing, but I mean, he's starting like 7th grade or something.
I think he was in 8th grade, so you can't do it in 7th. He was in 8th grade, and he's gotten to play a lot, and so he stayed, unlike other guards, kind of made their way around from one school to the next.
County,
so
maybe.
headed I-40 West to Union.
Okay.
To continue his career. When he gets hot,
yeah,
he's
out,
on.
Right?
There's the announcer jinx right there.
I've seen it. He can shoot it, no question. Nixon out, Moss back in.
Is the lineup for the Eagles.
One thing to keep an eye on, Brentwood Academy right now, halfway into the second quarter, only playing 6 guys. So, and that'll,
Wow, missed both of them, Scott. You did really well.
It's everywhere. It is everywhere tonight. Nobody can hit a shot.
There's a basket on both rims. Ensworth settles into a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. And Ty Tanner hasn't shot the ball a lot. Pullman's going to take one. He's going to miss. But Tanner really trying to get everybody else involved, Scott. He's driven a couple of times for a couple of tough layups he's not able to make, but not really looking to score as much as I kind of expected him to.
Hearing rumors that people want their money back.
It's not going to happen. Two bigs battling inside. And hey, how frustrating must that be? A-hole misses a bunny. How do you overcome that? I mean, how do you keep from fouling?
You just keep
right
shooting. You just keep playing and keep shooting. They're eventually going to fall. The averages eventually catch up to you.
Loses the ball. Fortunately, bailed out on a foul there. And I'll tell you what.
It is quiet.
I mean,
compared to how many people
look at how many people are here. And everybody's just sitting there going, really? This is it? This is what we got? But there's going to be more. I'm guaranteeing it. Tanner for 3. Misses. McIntyre crashes, but Ensworth's got the board. Wow. The students, are they this quiet during devotionals? I mean, big 3 there by Gar.
The odds and the averages start catching up to you. We said Devaki Gar is going to knock down some. Brentwood Academy is going to quit missing 2-foot shots.
That's all going to happen.
Hey, give Ensworth credit. This is exactly what they want to do. Well, they want to make it ugly.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, they didn't. A+.
And they're taking their time, being patient. They don't care what the score is, as long as they got one more than.
That's right.
Brentwood Academy, and so they have definitely gotten Brentwood Academy off balance, doing a good job of being physical in a good way defensively.
BA with the ball under their basket. See what kind of inbounds play they can run here to try to find some points. Pullman. What a move by McIntyre. He said, watch this, coach. Said, catch this, Coach Lee, Coach Heupel. I can play hoops, too. 9-8, Ensworth by 1 with 5 minutes left. Second quarter. Oh, it's either travel or foul. Going to travel on that play. And BA going to try to take the lead for this possession.
DeJuan Sharp re-enters for the Tigers.
I mean, Scott, we were here with, Darius Garland. And was it more full than this?
This is, there were a couple games that did look very similar to this.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Was it more full?
No, not at all.
That's crazy. McIntyre gets it blocked. Nice play. That was
Pete Daniel.
Pete Daniel with a block. Heisch been the catalyst for the Tigers, and he still is. Another 3 at the top of the circle.
I told you
got to get a hand in his face.
Heisch is really good. I told you at the beginning, I've watched him play since he was young. He's as good a basketball player that Ensworth has. He does an unbelievable job on both ends, and he can shoot.
So BA trails by 4. Tanner working. He's going to get another foul drawn on Sharp. That's either 2 or 3 on that young man.
Fouls on number 3, DeJuan Sharp. That's his second.
4 minutes to go till halftime. Stick around for halftime, Chris. The middle school and high school dancers probably be the best thing we've seen so far, considering nobody can make a layup. So they'll be performing at halftime.
Tanner's going to shoot a 3. Miss. Man, I tell you what. I don't recall seeing anything like this, especially with this big of a crowd waiting to go crazy, right?
Yeah, no, we've never seen. I mean, it's
Pullman's got it.
It's ugly both ways.
He wants to run. He's going to get it to Tanner. Nice layup. Good. Eagles cut it to 2. You know, if you're BA, you start pressing, start trying to,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, get this pace up a little bit. But, I mean, is it really the pace?
I don't know if it's pace, but you know what? Start doing that. So maybe get a steal or two, get a couple of easy runouts.
Get the crowd into it.
Yeah, get a couple of layups. I mean, right now I would say, Chris, yeah, maybe it is the pace. It's, you know, and Ensworth is controlling that. That's what they want to do. They know we don't want to get in a running game with Brentwood Academy.
So Gar with the ball for the Tigers. They lead by 2. They've led throughout. Shots up, no good. Do we have a charge?
Yep.
We do. Turnover, Gar, as he picks up the charge.
Dre Moss, Ty Tanner, Jason Nixon are as good as anybody in this region at staying there and taking a hit. You can see Dre Moss under the goal right there and just steps in. I mean, he was waiting on it. That was almost too easy, but a great job of just taking a charge, which is, you don't see a lot of kids sitting in there and taking a hit. Dre Moss would have been an all-state cornerback if he had wanted to.
Brentwood Academy back cut to Tanner. Aholt overshoots it, and it's another turnover for the Eagles. 3:03 left. Tigers by 2. BA staying with a man-to-man defense. They've played that throughout the game so far. Heiss, who's had a great first half, dishes it off. That's blocked. Tall timber down there. Tanner in a hurry. Quickly, left-handed, good. What a play by Tanner.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, speed it up a little bit after that layup. Try to get somebody in the group. You got 2.5 minutes.
Well, you feel like if Brentwood Academy ever gets the lead,
yeah,
everybody might wake up a little bit. Student section is, I don't know, what are they? They're all here. I don't know what they're doing, but they're here. They're waiting. They're waiting for something big, and it could happen. Heiss with a nice drive. He got fouled on the way in. They get Moss for that, I think. McIntyre set to check back in. He's going to give Aholt a break.
Teams forward.
Long 3 up, no good. Nixon gets it over to McIntyre, and the Eagles have the ball and a chance to take the lead. Could it happen? Nixon misses the challenge,
Another layup.
left-handed layup. And Brentwood Academy stays tied at 12. Heiss is short this time. Rebound Tigers. Ball lost out of bounds off Brentwood Academy. Scott Holmes diligently searching the record books for the lowest first half score in Brentwood Academy history. How's it going, Scott?
Boy, this is like, I don't know. Dr. Naismith just turned over in his grave.
He said, "This is not what I had in mind."
Hey,
Both teams played
Scott,
hard.
Chris, I just talked to the assistant to the athletic director, Miss Terry Kalmus. I think they're about to institute a policy that if Brentwood Academy scores under 20.5, bring your ticket stub to the next game and you get in free.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. All right.
It is 12-12. The football game was 10-7.
Yeah. What is it about these two schools? They don't like to score.
Man.
1 minute left till halftime. I think those halftime speeches could be great, especially in the Eagles locker room. Forced shot, no good.
That's gotta
Travel,
be, yeah.
stepped out of bounds, actually. That was Smith, I think. Eagles get the ball back. I got to get everybody in front of us to sit down. I can't hardly see because of all the excitement. All right. Boy, you can just see the frustration, can't you? Look, just look. I mean, nobody's –
Everybody standing with their arms crossed.
I mean, the players are like, what is going on here? They're like, I've never shot this bad in my life.
This
right?
is old school. This is old BA Lipscomb in the 90s. Hold the ball, get the last possession.
I mean, now it's like, you know,
4 corners.
first 1 to 20 wins, right?
We're going to stay positive.
No.
We're trying to add some entertainment.
Hey,
to
look,
something.
I mean, it's not a lack of effort. It's just the ball's not going down so far. Nixon turns down a 15-footer, takes a nice shot, misses it. Here comes Ensworth. Wow, Tanner rises up and rejects it with .2 left on the clock. Scott.
The clock should have gone off, so it's
right. Now, who's in charge of the clock? Come on. But what a block.
I think
We
it should be.
talk
Hold
about
on.
the block.
Hold on. Yeah, it should be half, and I think
it is.
I
It's
think
halftime. The referees agree.
You can't make this up. At halftime, just to compare, NBA leads Pope Prep 32 to 25. So Pope Prep scored 25 points, and these two teams scored 24 combined. We can't make it up. At the end of the first half, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Ensworth 12, Brentwood Academy 12.
Lise Cazayoux, Tate Joe, Mary Duncan Lee, Claire Osler, Ella Turner, Emery Vaughn, Haley Warren, Anna Grace Wooten, Jordan Worth. Under the coaching direction of Lori White and Amy Galiner, once again make welcome your basketball cheerleaders. Direction of head coach Robin Kennedy, assisted by Aaron Nash. This year's dancers, Jane Berman, Audrey Cheatwood, Belle Dyer, Lila Finnegan, Tatum Fisher, Greeley Fulton, Maddie Harris, Anna Caroline Henry, Brooklyn Littlejohn, Frankie Monaco, Kinsey Richter, Maggie Sage, Sophie Silvas, Brendan Stouffer, Mia Weber, Gracie Yonkis, and Camilla Sonier, once again, your middle school academy dancers.
I'm trying to shock the world before they cut my wires. I'm on that overdose, old pink comatose. See them let me know, cause if you did, better see the ghost. Fire in my bones, I'm spitting flames. Boy, that glory down here at you like a Twitter name. Truth up in my veins, every day I need it. But you don't hear me out, you use the different speakers. They speak death, and their stories ain't at all the truth. They like to think they bowers, they just some foul shooters. They come and jump with me, before they go to die. You got that rehab, this is the overdose. I'm on that overdose.
School Academy dancers, Noelle Albrecht, Jaslyn Amato, Allie Butler, Sophia Huang, Maddie Wall, Jayla Exposito, Catherine Jomini, Ali Lakai, Cece Montiel, Isla Parker, Samantha Radal, McKenna Watkins, and Char Witt, and once again, under the coaching direction of Coach Robin Kennedy and Aaron Nash, your award-winning High School Academy dancers.
But you had me by time. I like your soul, I like your soul, I like your soul.
How about that? Your national championships, year in, year out. Your High School Academy dancers.
in what might be the most surprising first half, as we'll have all year. Brentwood Academy 12, Ensworth 12, and nobody took the air out of the ball, but nobody could score. Pullman can't score. Aholt says, let me show you how it's done, boys. And the Eagles have their first lead, 14-12. Scott, what was that halftime locker room like at Brentwood Academy?
Well,
maybe Jeff.
Jeff's trying to make his way back to us. He had a chance to talk to Coach Blackston, and he actually had a chance to talk to Coach Pearson at Ensworth as Utley ties it up at 14. Jeff, if you can hear us amongst the crowd, what did you hear from Coach Blackston and Coach Pearson?
Yeah, Coach Pearson was pretty short. He was, I think he was happy with their performance. You know, slowing the game down is their whole mantra for this contest. But talking to Coach Blackston, I mean, really, it was the same message. It was the same message coming out of half as it was in that timeout. Keep shooting the ball, play defensively. Ensworth's going to try to slow you down, get good pressure on the ball. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more press coming out by what Coach Blackston said. But, you know, the bottom line is the shots are going to fall. Very uncharacteristic. Keep shooting the rock.
Thanks, Jeff. Scott, I know you've been in this situation a lot before, 12 all at halftime. How did you handle that? Scott.
I'm sorry,
I know you've been in this situation before, 12 all at halftime. I mean, how did you overcome that?
I've never seen this before except sixth-grade girls. So as Jason Nixon, a 50% three-point shooter, knocks that one down. Already, Brentwood Academy has 5 points. They only had 2 in the first quarter. They got 5 in this third quarter. And they're doing what we thought, though. They're pressing, trying to speed it up. This is exactly what they want to do.
And you hear it a lot, Scott. I mean, when your team's having trouble getting the ball in the basket, you see the first 1 or 2 go down. It's contagious, right? I mean,
speed it up, make them do it. I mean, Devaki Gar is a good shooter. He hasn't hit one all night. They're going to let these guys shoot. I mean, that miss right there, they're going to try to get it and go and definitely get it going a whole lot faster. When you get these guys out here and you throw McIntyre in, they start playing faster, good luck.
Nixon again fouled. He's going to get 3 shots coming. Gar got him.
Yeah, it was a definite foul, and talked about it. I mean, he's like 28 for 56 coming in for the year in three-point shooting, 50%. I mean, that is unbelievable. I'll tell you this, Scott. I'll tell you this, Chris. There's not a kid in Nashville that is in the gym more than Jason Nixon. Always working at his game. You look at him, he played some as a freshman, injured his back a little bit. As he's continued to get older and continue to work, not a better kid, great kid, had an unbelievable summer. And so he's just done a great job making himself a basketball player. One of those guys, too, who wants to play at the next level and not necessarily going to tweet about it and talk about an offer from some random school in Maine. He literally wants to play and wants to do what he can at the next level. And he's got a couple opportunities already. He'll get a shot.
Nixon goes 2 out of 3, and he's got 5 here early in the third quarter. And the Eagles lead by 5.
Eagles doing what we thought they did. McIntyre pressuring the ball. Now they're going to trap it. Good luck. That's a double dribble. There you go. So there's one turnover, right? That's exactly what they need to do.
And the Tigers struggled with that in the first quarter. And timeout Ensworth. We'll be back in just a minute. Brentwood Academy's grabbed a 5-point lead. Thanks in large part to made baskets like that one. Tanner with the assist, Aholt with the basket on the back cut, and now it's 7. And also speeding up the Tigers and turning them over. That's a basket right there. count it for Utley. But Brentwood Academy with a 5-point lead, pushing tempo, Scott, getting the ball in the basket and trying to get the momentum going their way, although Tanner, a little too deep that time, turns it over.
Get you some. Pete Daniel.
So Daniel goes in and slams it.
Look at him. Blow that up.
He says, check my Twitter in about an hour and a half.
Utley and Heish are acting like he's never done it before. Maybe he hadn't in a game, but that was no doubt.
Said, check my Twitter
Good for
in about
him.
an hour and a half.
Yeah,
right?
I was about to say. That's going out no matter what the score was. That was nice.
Eagles by 3. Tanner's going to drive it. It's going to go out of bounds off Ensworth. Moss to inbounds under the Eagles basket. Slow start, getting a little better, still not beautiful. Tanner with an incredible move.
Jeez.
Goes to the left hand and makes it look easy. 23-18 Eagles. Tigers with numbers. Not quite the same result that time. Nixon wants 3.
That's going in.
He's got 3. 26-18 Eagles.
When Nixon shoot it, it just looks like it's going in.
It does, and we're right behind him,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it looks like it's going straight in. The students have awoken from their slumber in the first half.
I would say both teams
Ice
have.
misses, and here comes Tanner, always in a hurry.
Nixon wants it. He's feeling it.
Nixon says, let me show you one more time, but he gets fouled out there, that time by Sharp. And that's going to be at least 3 on Sharp.
Fouls on number 3, DeJuan Sharp. That's his second.
Well,
that's his third.
okay.
The team's second.
I was going to say, Ronnie, you said he had 2 in the first half. So
DJ Ronnie B
he
trying to
corrected himself.
call you out. So you tell them who they came to see.
He always
Chris.
makes me second guess myself. Ronnie B, been here forever. He's so good at what he does. Entertains the people and give them what they want. McIntyre driving and slapped away by Grant. 26-18 Eagles.
Hopefully we'll get some scores of
Interrupted.
interest from our sideline commentator, Blake Fulton. He was over, I think he made the trip to Hendersonville to watch NBA Pope Prep.
He's all over the place,
He
man.
is
You
all
never
over
know
the
where
place.
he's going to be.
He's a man of the people.
He is a man of the people. He's everywhere. Tanner all the way in, shot no good, battling for the rebound. Nice save, nice defense by the Tigers that time. Tanner's a handful to handle for most high school teams. Gar all the way in and
Great
layup
move
good.
by Gar.
Got past Moss somehow.
Devontae Gar.
Cuts the lead to 6. McIntyre, just a sophomore, Scott, but he can be a little bit of a matchup problem at times as well because he's tall, but he's got kind of a guard mentality and really guard skills from before he shot up.
Yeah.
He's so tall. Tanner missed by a good bit. Tanner off tonight.
Tanner's a really good, like, kind of catch and shoot three-pointer. It's hard. I mean, you hear a lot of college coaches go that percentages go down the more dribbles you take on a three-point shot.
Makes sense. They like the inside out. They want to take it inside and get it back out.
That was nice.
Tanner with some entertainment for the home folks. Moss with a drive. An air ball bunny, which just, I don't know, Scott. I mean,
It is one of
it is. Hey, you know what? I just thought of it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Timeout on the court. BA by 4. Back in just a minute. So Brentwood Academy had the lead up to 8, down to 4. Ensworth getting after it, playing better defense. Nixon for another 3. He's short.
I'll take that shot. Clock hadn't started, by the way.
Is that a problem?
Clock has not started.
Oh, well. Free
Just
basketball.
started.
Free basketball.
Each team had a possession. The clock never started, and not one official noticed it.
Lob into McIntyre. What a catch.
A-Holt. Lincoln A-Holt.
Oh, excuse me. A-Holt. My bad.
It's all right.
I know you had your eye exam. This
So
week,
Lincoln A-Holt,
so you're
we
ready
talked
for
about
this.
him. He transferred from Centennial, sat out last year. It's kind of the 7th man coming in when Alec Rasmussen went down against Lipscomb and ended up having 19 against Lipscomb and 17, I think, against CPA or somebody like that. He's got a great touch. He can shoot the ball. He's unbelievable at passing the ball in a post. I mean, incredible. So he has definitely done a good job. McIntyre's going to get that. Miss another one inside. Everybody misses. You get a miss. I mean, it's like Oprah. Everybody gets a miss.
Everybody's frustrated. 27-22. Eagles by 5 here in the third quarter. Extremely low-scoring game. Keep waiting for the offenses to get going to give the people what they want.
Hey, and
Gym's not quite as crowded as it was in the first half.
No.
I'm serious. Some people have said the heck with it. I'm going home and watching ESPN. Shot no good, but there's Ensworth with the rebound and good. That was Sullivan.
Landon Sullivan.
Really nice play by Sullivan. Guard body and Tanner. Tanner's going to take it all the way in. Layup no good. A-Holt battling. Back to Pullman for 3. No good. A-Holt tips it out to Nixon.
give it credit to Lincoln A-Holt on both these.
That's the
That happened because
two
of him.
possessions
Yep.
because of A-Holt.
That's all
Battling.
Lincoln A-Holt. Some of these guys, Gar and Pullman, number one, are great three-point shooters, but they're both struggling from outside. You hear a lot of guys, when they're struggling from outside, go to the basket. Get a couple layups. Do something where you get your confidence up. If you just continue to miss and miss and miss, I mean,
Moss
shooters are.
for 3 misses. There's Tanner. He's going to draw the foul and 1.
It's all about offensive rebounds. We talked about it. Ensworth girls, Brentwood Academy is just dominating when it comes to offensive rebounding.
So your point guard, a lot of times you want them back in case the defense gets a rebound. Tanner started to go back, took another step inside, said, I think I can get this one. Drew the foul, gets the bucket, trying to make it a 6-point lead. And he does. The talented Ty Tanner with a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. (30-24) Eagles by 6. It was tied at halftime at 12. That's not a mistake. It was 12. Pressure, and the Tigers break at that time, get the easy basket. 30-26. Looks like BA wants to hold for the last shot here. Jack West checked into the lineup just a few minutes ago. Number 15 for the Eagles. So Tanner will operate from the top. Gets the play in motion. All the way in, and that's the kind of play you're looking for.
I'm not being funny. Did anybody out here think anybody else but Ty Tanner was going to shoot that? Well, I mean,
32-26. Tanner trying to make it a 7-point game.
that's just one-on-one. Ty Tanner took Gar. Just a great job by Tanner.
And it's been fun to watch Tanner. A couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I joked they looked like he was somebody's little brother that was on the team, and he's always been talented.
Yeah.
But he just was so small and all that. He's not that small anymore.
No.
And he can jump out of the gym.
He can get off the
The
court
rejection
quickly.
earlier was amazing. 3 seconds. Tigers in a hurry. Wes is going to foul.
Same thing. Did anybody else think that anybody but Devaki Gar was going to shoot that ball?
So Gar takes it all the way in. West with a foul, but the best he can get's 2 free throws.
The foul's
But
on
yeah,
number 15, Jack West. That's his first. The team's first for the second half. Number 2, Devaki Gar at the line.
just the first team foul for Brentwood Academy
He'll
in the
have
second
2
half.
shots.
Gar gets 2 chances here to try to trim the lead. We got a fourth quarter coming. It's going to be a doozy and has to be even better
It's gonna be
offense
better.
than we saw in the third quarter. Gar misses the first one. 0.2 left. If he misses this, and it would take a tip
Yeah, for Ensworth.
for Ensworth. Well, I guess Eagles could tip it, but it would go in their own goal. 33-27, your score at the end of 3, back in 60 seconds. Fourth quarter underway here at Kennedy Gymnasium at Brentwood Academy. The Eagles cling to a 6-point lead after being tied at halftime. An offensive barrage in the third quarter.
It was. Nixon
Nice little Euro. Nixon
stole it from
bring it
Gar.
home.
Nixon.
Stole it from Gar and took it to Gar. I'm telling you, Jason Nixon needs to play at the next level.
Well, he's been
It's-
the difference in the second half.
Yeah,
He
it's-
and Ty Tanner both with some tough shots. And Nixon tips it out of bounds. Going to stay. Actually, it's going to be turned over to the Eagles.
Devaki Gar is a heck of a player. He's playing at the next level. I can promise you, number 2 for Brentwood Academy can play at the next level.
Nixon looks like he's been working out in the weight room and getting stronger based on my memory from a year or 2 ago. And having a great turnaround. He was outstanding last year, but looks like he's having an even better senior campaign. Tanner's going to take it into the lane, loses it. Back out, Pullman for 3. Good!
Finally.
It's a 3, Ethan Coleman.
38-27, Eagles with their first double-digit lead. And Ensworth, little more stressed and tense now, Scott, as
Yeah.
you look at their faces. They've had it right there close and even had the lead for a good bit. And now they're staring at 11-point deficit and not the same expression. Tanner coming all the way down, lays it in for a 13-point lead. Timeout, Tigers!
Timeout.
Brentwood Academy boys looking to extend the streak, Chris. They've won 20 of the last 21 against Ensworth. There have been some fun ones. There's some fun ones you got to call here. I remember a couple years ago. Been some great ones with Darius Garland. So this gym is always packed. Great environment. Doesn't matter the sport. Oh, DeJuan Sharp, the jump stop didn't work out in his favor, but
No, you're right, Scott. I mean, it's a great rivalry in all sports, but basketball, there's been a lot of fun ones and a lot of great players on both teams. Times when Ensworth felt like they were more talented and Brentwood Academy able to beat them. That's happened a few times during that 20-1 series, but yeah, it's always intense.
I remember Darius Garland was in town actually for one of the games.
Yep.
He was during their break and came to the Brentwood Academy Ensworth game. It's that front row.
Yeah, tell you what, Garland, what a career he had. Talk
think?
about looking like somebody's little brother when he was in 8th grade out here. I mean, my goodness. But when you watch him play, you're like, dang, that guy's good.
They're
They get Tanner for a travel there. Good defense that time by Sharp. Turnover Eagles, but the Tigers far more turnovers than Brentwood Academy. Brentwood Academy's issues were all about getting the ball in the basket. And now that they've turned that around in the second half, it's turned their way.
Brentwood Academy, there's a great kind of classic, if you want to call it that, tomorrow at NBA. Good pasture in Hillsborough playing. Brentwood Academy is going to face off against a team out of Alabama, Sparkman, who is a really good team. It's Nick Heisch. That's the guy, man. That guy right there is the best player on the Ensworth team. He is just smooth.
The only game I've seen of them this year is tonight, but he certainly looks the part.
Yeah, he's as good as they have out here. But Brentwood Academy's got to turn around and play Sparkman, Alabama, who is really good. Just tomorrow, I think at 3 at NBA. Then they'll come back next Tuesday at NBA. Those games are always interesting. Spicy.
Well, Tanner with a nice look in the lane, couldn't get it to fall. And I'll tell you what, Ensworth cut it to 8 points now. Again, a few trips here without Brentwood Academy not able to score. And it's deja vu all over again, as they say.
And Ensworth making a run with Gar on the bench.
McIntyre for 3, short.
Tough shot, one dribble to the left, shooting a 3.
I can't make those.
Well, it is tougher though. I mean, everybody will tell you when you dribble and shoot, it's just for everybody.
Well, anytime,
except for Steph Curry.
And if you can get the ball inside your post and they get it back out to you, that's the best look you're going to get. Sharp working on Moss, shot up, no good. That's been a fun matchup tonight. Tanner's in a hurry. That's a foul, but they didn't call it. Tanner scores through the contact, and the lead's back to 10. Does that look like a foul to you?
Yeah, let them play a little bit, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, we don't want anybody fouling out or anything. There's that man, Heisch.
He's legit. He's good.
Come out on the floor. It's an 8-point lead for the Eagles.
Chris, we had to come back here. Whitney Houston over the loudspeakers. I know you love that movie over the holidays.
Well, it always makes me think of sports. So anyway, back to basketball. Tanner with the ball. 3:20 left. Nixon and Tanner have been the catalyst, and Lincoln Aholt. Wow, that was saved. That was amazing. Maybe a little assist from a coach or
I think it hit. Yeah, I think I hit our coach and it stayed in. It should have been out. Nobody noticed it.
Well, Ensworth gets
That
the ball
sums up this
regardless.
game, does it not?
It's been
God.
unbelievable.
Tanner.
Tanner takes a shot to the nose. He's bleeding.
He's lost
He's
a
going
tooth.
to have to come out or he's
he lost a tooth.
Oh, gosh.
Literally, he lost a tooth.
Oh, my goodness. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor.
No, there's no timeout.
We'll have a substitution.
That was on number 11, Nick Height.
Are they looking for his tooth? I guess to make sure nobody steps on it or whatever.
Look, Jason Nixon, they're trying.
I think he just.
Oh, this is funny.
Nixon just. What else can happen?
Oh. She's got it.
I'm speechless.
Madeline saves the day with the tooth. My goodness. Scott Arthur's going to stay away from that one.
She's like Pekka Renee over there blocking that, kick into the stands,
There goes his mom. She's a physician.
So, 2:54 left. Officials trying to figure out how to handle this. Checking their handbook. We got a substitution, I guess. McIntyre into the game. And we have a foul on Ensworth.
That's his first, the team's 7.
That is insane.
There's a dentist who's here.
We got Scott Arthur.
I can promise you right now, there's every specialist you need in here.
Medical folks here.
A couple financial planners, a mediation attorney.
Moss misses the first. Another cold night for the Eagles. 42-34. I'm going to be interested to see how the Eagles shoot tomorrow over at NBA.
Promise you, it's not worse.
I hope it's not worse than this. Ensworth working it around. Scott, I will say it's good to be back to 2023. Basketball, ESPN. I know you got your hair done today. You've been to the eye doctor. You're ready to go, man.
I can tell you what just happened. Ty Tanner went to check in. His dad does the scorebook. He picked up his dad's phone and turned the camera around so he could look at it and so he could look and see what he looked like. And so.
Oh, my gosh.
Next game on ESPN will be next Friday when the Eagles face off against CPA here at Brentwood Academy. Girls will start at 6, boys at 7:30.
So Brentwood Academy milking clock up 8. They said we'll take an ugly W. We can get it.
I mean,
and
wow.
Jump ball called possession Eagles.
The coaches may. I got a feeling Nathan Pullman's coming out. Nope, Dre Moss is. Boy, they did not like that shot by Pullman up 8 and the floater. They said it better be a wide open layup.
Tanner back in the game.
Toothless
Possibly
Toothless tie.
minus a tooth. See if he looks like a hockey player after this game.
The Academy's going 4 corners.
Dean Smith will be proud. Looks like the message is you can take it in there, but don't shoot, although Tanner's going to take it in and get fouled. Coach Blackson looks like he's cool with that one.
Tough stretch for the Eagles now. They got Ensworth, Sparkman, Alabama tomorrow. They'll play NBA at NBA Tuesday.
They get to be in that gym, I guess, 2 times in 4 days, right?
It's always good to go over there. That's kind of honestly, that's kind of the reason they play in that. And then they try to schedule the away game there that next week because
awareness.
It's like an arena.
Awareness.
A few more seats in here. Well, the students have been as quiet as any BA Ensworth game you and I have done.
Like I said, they're all here.
They are all here.
I don't know if they're doing their homework or Instagram posting or whatever. I don't know what they're doing, but they are all here. They're supporting their fellow students. It's just not very loud. So Ensworth down 10 in a hurry. Gar with the ball. Tipped, stolen, Tanner. The Sharp gets it back. Boy, Lincoln Aholt looked like he got a nice clean steal there, Scott.
So that's Lincoln Aholt, and for the 14 people that have texted us, that's AHOLT. Lincoln, from right here, all he did was hit the ball. Now, the official was behind him and didn't see it.
Right.
Ethan Utley is also a guy that Coach Heupel and Coach Lee were here watching. So, really good football player, good defensive end. But Lincoln Aholt has done a great job. Now he's bleeding.
Hey, everybody's bleeding. A lot of people's eyes were bleeding after that first half.
You're right.
Eagles by 10 with 1:06 left. Trying to stay undefeated in the region. Second shot also no good. And there's Big McIntyre for the rebound. Foul fest begins immediately. 1 minute even left. Nixon fouled.
Fouls on number 22, Cam Gordon. That's his second, the team's ninth.
Jim's starting to clear out a little bit.
I thought I felt a breeze.
Still make a run to Sonic or, well, there's
Nixon
another
gets a
offensive
tip,
rebound.
Gets the rebound, gets it to Pullman, and the Eagles reset. Tanner looks eager to go ahead and penetrate and try to get to the basket.
Yeah.
Good to see Ethan Pullman back out on the court. He missed last year and back this year. And always known for his colorful sneakers, right?
That is true.
So the foul called with 26 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. BA with the basketball, 26 seconds left with a 10-point lead. McIntyre going in, thought about dunking it, but instead he'll take the basket and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way, Scott.
Basket, George McIntyre.
That was like a frustration.
Boy, you could see, though, if that Ensworth player hadn't been there, I think he wanted to throw that one down, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
But didn't work out. But three-point play there for the sophomore. 13-point lead. Largest for the Eagles all night, unofficially. Ensworth in a hurry. They battled hard tonight, Scott. Just not able to get over the hump. As Sharp scores, cuts the lead to 11. I think that's going to do it. I think the Tigers are going to back off, and that's going to do it tonight in Kennedy Gymnasium in what could be classified as ugly and unusual, but it's a win. Scott, your thoughts as we sign off?
You know what? Like we said, it's a math contest and not an art show.
So to all you Eagles fans out there, we'll see you next Friday. Until then, have a great weekend and go Brentwood Academy.